Program broken, erased, deleted, cancelled, in all times, spaces, dimensions. So it is. I am new now. I command a new reality. I activate and give life to a new program. Hello, divine soul and wise body who are sharing this path of evolution with me. It's Silvia here, your mystical artist and evolutive mentor, here to support your ascension through this journey that we call life on planet Earth. This is the second message in a row that I do record in just a few hours. And the thing is that I have been experiencing triggers these days. And my highest self is guiding me towards a level and an intensity of evolution which is fast and very high. And also very intense, I dare say. So in a matter of minutes and hours, I do receive a lot of insights, new awarenesses, new information, and I sensed that this was important to share with you. This is a deepening of the previous message, which I've already shared today about reality's change. And I have also noticed in my videos that I had already posted something about a message about triggers about 4 months ago. So I will share the links of these messages here below of this video. So for now, I want to go very in depth of triggers when old beliefs are in action. What do they represent? Which opportunity they are giving to us? And this comes directly from my experience because, as I said, these days I lived in the 3D pretty intense triggers. I faced triggers of the past even worse than they were in the past, that I had experienced and witnessed in the past. And my answer to them was no. So this brings me to the first point that I want to share with you. When triggers comes out in our three-dimensional reality, they are testing our level of awareness and renewal, as we are always evolving and changing. They are testing us. And so they are there so that we can practice in saying no. No more of this. I want something different now. I want other things now, because now I am evolved. I am different. I am changed. I am transformed. So we are called to speak our new reality into truth. We are going to speak our new programs into reality. And so we say no. That program which I am witnessing now through triggers is broken. It's program broken. I erase it, I delete it, I cancel it in all times, spaces, dimensions. And so it is now, because now I am new. I am a new person now. And as I am the only one who can command my reality and does so at each given instant, I now command a new reality and I now command a new program into existence. So this is the first deepening of this overview about on triggers and all beliefs. So when they are in action, they come to us so that we can say no to them. We witness them and we say no. And this is so powerful because we say no on an energy level through evolution as we are changing. But what I have experienced, for example, is exactly this that I'm sharing now with you. I had said no to some things on an energy level. I had also changed a few things in my environment. For example, I had thrown away objects that were linked to a person or a situation, or some things that represented the old for me, old beliefs. I said no to them on an energy level. But then I found myself inside a three-dimensional situation which was presenting to me even worse circumstances. And I said, wait a moment, this is something old, and this is something even worse than what I was experiencing in the past. No more. I don't want this anymore in my life. So practice with say no also in the three-dimensional reality. This is super powerful, and in my experience I felt an instant regrouping into myself and an instant embodiment of my personal power. The other thing is that triggers, when they are showing up to us, they are an opportunity for us to harmonize something that is unbalanced within us. Of course, they are showing us some things that we experience as a kind of resistance or a constriction, something that is, disharmonious, that we do not feel so good inside of us. So what are we called to do in these circumstances? We are actually called to take off the charge from these triggers. How can we do it practically? We can do it with affirmations, for example, remembering who we are. I am the only one that can command my reality. I am the only God of my reality. So I do command through affirmations the reality which I want to experience. In doing this, such as when we do say program broken, erased, deleted, and so on, there is another thing that is very important and I want to underline, and is for us to be in a state of calm and playfulness. Remember that conscious manifestation that comes from conscious awareness of who we are and of our powers is not a fight. It is a funny game. We are called to play with life and to dwell in a state of calm and playfulness. These are very joyous and pretty high frequencies. However, there is a frequency which is also better than this, and this is our neutral state of power. In other words, our God state is a state of bliss which turns around a point zero, a point of nothing and everything at the same time. I invite you to go into this point. Maybe I will share a meditation or something so that you can practice with it, because this is the most powerful state to dwell in. So the second point for triggers when they show up is the opportunity which they give us to harmonize something that is unbalanced within us. The third point which I share with you, it's about observing the reality. So when triggers show up, what can we do? We can observe the reality which dwells inside of ourselves and only observe that one. So practically, we do not give energy to the reality that we witness outside of us, and we stay present, we dwell in a state of presence and neutrality only with our internal reality, which is the desired reality. So we are not present with the reality that we witness outside of us. We are not present with the 3D reality, which is, in the case of triggers, undesired. And we stay only present to the reality which dwells within us. The only truth is the one I decide within me, within myself. So I stop feeding my limiting beliefs. And in this way, we will experience a much faster change of the three-dimensional reality than when we keep on feeding the outside reality. So I do understand that for this point as well, we need practice. However, I know that at this stage of evolution, because you are here, you are quite used to this kind of practical magic, which is, putting into action our powers every day at each given instant. So we are observers of the three-dimensional reality outside of us, while we are present, only present and in only power state with our internal reality. So, summing up these 3 points, when triggers come up, we are tested so we can say no to them. Then we can harmonize something that is unbalanced within us, and then we keep on practice with being present only to our internal reality. And then I repeat it as I started this message. These are the words that I give to you that you can speak into reality. You can say, program broken, erased, deleted, cancelled, in all times, spaces, dimensions. So it is. I am new now. I am the only one who commands my reality, and I do so now. I do command a new reality. I do activate and I do give life to a new program, the one which I desire, the one which empowers me, the one which makes me happy. And this is the only one that exists. So comment below with all the good things that you have sipped from this message. And for further support, I share the links of my offers here below. Take care of yourself, unleash your creative soul, and jewel in your God state. See you with the next message.